Mike Welch coming to the paddock with our special guest today, a former Belmont Stakes winner, the great Secretariat. We're here with our final Belmont Clocker report, just a couple of days out now before the Belmont Stake that's lost a little bit of its luster, obviously, with the likely favorite Classic Empire now out of the lineup. The new favorite, Irish War Cry, and California Invader Gormley joined the party today. They were the final two arrivals here among the 12 Belmont starters expected to go, although one of those 12 did not go to the track today. That was Epi Karras. He's dealing with a foot issue. Then his starting status right now is a little bit up in the air. The other 12 all went to the track, the Gallop today, most of the activity coming early. Actually, Gormley and Irish War Cry went on the track pretty much simultaneously shortly after 7 o'clock, just for easy kind of leg stretching gallops this morning, both getting acclimated to it, what will be a new surface for them this morning. Among the early gallopers, I thought looked the best. I like Tapwrit today. Tapwrit, full of energy, coming down the stretch. He goes at 6 o'clock with his stablemate and also Belmont entrant Patch. He was about a 16th of a mile in front, and I thought he looked really good today. Meantime, who was the earliest of the Belmont starters to go out right after the track opened at 5:30, he was really on his toes this morning, and he looks like the pace setter in this year's Belmont, especially if for some reason Epi Karras does not make it into the starting lineup. After the renovation break, we had our regular two we've seen for the last few days, and that was J-Boy's Echo and Twisted Tom. Twisted Tom looking good again today. J-Boy's Echo, few anxious moments there. He was jogging on the outside fence, got to the 4.5 furlong pole, looked like he kind of refused. I was clocking some other workers, and I looked up, and Tammy was having a hard time getting him to go. Tammy Fox, that is. The outrider finally came over, and with a little prodding, when I looked up again, he was galloping okay down the stretch and around the turn. And I've seen this before from J-Boy's Echo. He's balked a little bit. I think he did it before his final work Derby week also as well. So I guess nothing too much to worry from there. Final assessment of this year's Belmont field. Kind of an odd Belmont this year, as more than half the field was not on the grounds for most of their final preparations. Nobody really stood out to me. In the past, we've had some Belmont gallopers and workers that have really touted themselves in the morning. Tonalist comes to mind, Union Rags, and of course the great American Pharaoh, who just told just about the whole world that he was going to win the Belmont Stakes the way he trained both at Churchill Downs and then when he got here prior to the race. Among the ones that looked the best to me in the morning here that I've seen, I like Twisted Tom. He's held his own on a couple of occasions working with Economic Model, who's going to be among the favorites in the grade with the older Economic Model, is going to be among the favorites in the Grade 1 Met Mile. So you have to like what I've seen from him. I also have liked what I've seen, as I said, from Tapwrit. He worked with Patch, outworked Patch in the morning, as he's done before. And again, he's had a pretty good week coming out of that work. So kudos to Tapwrit for what we've seen here. Looking at Lee and Senior Investment, both had pretty much maintenance half miles here last weekend. Both went well, I thought, and both seem to have bounced out of those works looking good as well. And like I said, meantime, doing well since he's been here, and he looks like he is going to be on the lead on Belmont Day. So, you know, that's pretty much it. We're getting closer and closer. We still have one more day of gallops here tomorrow. Maybe a couple will go out Saturday morning, and we'll have the up-to-dates on those and the status of Epi Karras on DRF.com, DRF Live. Want to give a shout-out to my producer and camera person, Barbara Livingston, for all the great work she's done behind the camera, also lining up some of those terrific special guests we've had here all week long. So make sure you take a look at her work as we Derby Belmont Day and all this great stuff she's done leading up to that. And also I want to mention the Clocker Report. I will have a full Clocker Report on all the horses, not only in the Belmont, but in every race on both Friday's June 9th card and Saturday's 13-race, terrific 13-race Belmont Day card. And you can get that also at DRF.com.